folks? How are things? How are things? How are things? Welcome, welcome, welcome back, or welcome to the channel. I hope you have all been keeping safe, healthy, and well rested in my absence. Yeah, this feels a little bit strange. It's the first time I've picked up the camera since my last video. I kinda fell off the radar there, and there's a reason behind that. This video isn't going the way I wanted it straight away. Ideally, I wouldn't be using the small mic. I would have liked to be using my Blue Yeti, but I unfortunately misplaced the adapter. However, I really wanted to get this video out and make sure that I posted it. So I said, rather than, putting it on the back burner and not doing anything, I'd get the mini microphone out and get something recorded for you, just to kind of, what's that saying, dip me toes back in the water, try to get back up on the horse and back into the swing of things. It feels like ages, and that's because it has been ages. Where have I been? What's been happening? What's been going on? And loads, to be honest with you. A lot has went on since we've last spoken. My last video, I touched on financial struggles, what I was going through and how I was feeling. And yeah, I suppose, let's rewind and get back into it. So, yeah, so my last video was a bit of a heavy one, and then I kind of fell off the face of the earth. I stopped replying to all comments. I didn't actually really use YouTube, to be honest with you. I was in a really dark place, and that's something I'd like to kind of touch on in future when I have the proper setup. But what happened? Why did I go missing? I suppose. I don't know why I'm embarrassed to say this, or why I'm finding it like I want to say it just straight out, but for some reason I can't get the words out. What I'm trying to say is, for the last over half a year, from let's just say November to May, I was struggling really badly with a gambling addiction. It had me well and truly like under its spell. How do I explain it? I was gambling like severely every single day. I was borrowing and stealing money to feed this addiction. It got bad it only started last November it started, let's just say that. I'll touch on it in a future video. But last November is when it got bad, and then I came clean to the girlfriend about it and told her that I would stop, I wouldn't touch it again. I wish addiction was that easy to beat. Unfortunately it's not. I carried on gambling, and yeah, it was getting progressively worse. I'd get paid, and then by the Saturday I'd have no wages left, and then I had to go 2-3 weeks then until my next paycheck, and this was every time was just a reoccurring thing, right up until May. And May of this year, my partner went out and I sat at home the whole day gambling. I took Rand out of our joint account and spent it, and I would have kept taking more and more out of this account only for, thank God the bank blocked it. Obviously it was unusual behaviour. It was 1:12 or 1 in the morning and I was trying to take £1 grand, £2 grand out at a time, and yeah, it blocked me, and I'm so grateful that it did, because if that hadn't blocked me, I would have drained that account. So things got very bad for me, as I'm sure you can tell. I'm in a better place now. Things are better for me now. I haven't touched a bet or a gambling site since that day. Sorry, I'm after cutting out a lot of the video there just because I kind of was jumping back and forth. But yeah, so as I said, the bank would not let me withdraw anymore. And I remember sitting in the kitchen, my head between my hands, crying my eyes out. I did not want to be down this. I did not want to be betting. I didn't want to be gambling. I didn't want to be giving me money away. I just could not help myself. It consumed me 24/7. That's all I thought about. When I was in the depth of addiction, my average phone screen time was 14 hours. 14 hours. That means the other 7 hours was when I was asleep. It's literally, all I thought about was gambling, morning, noon and night. Money lost all concept to me. €100 to me was like €1. 500, a fiver. Like, unless it was big money we were talking about, it meant nothing. And even the big money meant nothing to me. And it just, yeah, that day, like, it just got so bad. And how it got that bad was because I had lost all my savings in the November previous, and since then, right up until May, I was trying to win back what I had lost. I was chasing my losses, and that's the one thing they say to never do. And once you get to that stage, you know, it's very hard to come back from. So that night, I rang my man dad, and I was crying my eyes out. I didn't, you know, she was upstairs asleep. I couldn't face telling her, but I needed to speak to somebody. In fear I done something bad. So yeah, I spoke to them for an hour. They stayed with me on the phone. I was talking to my sister then. And then the next day I came clean to my partner. She was, as you can understand, very annoyed, very upset, disappointed, betrayed. However, she did not leave my side. She got me into recovery. She put me onto the straight and narrow. She took everything off me. She took all my money, all my income. She took everything. She took away the source of my addiction. She blocked all gambling off my cards. And she has helped me, as she always has, get to where I am today. And to finish this on a positive note, I am in a much better position today than I was 3 months ago. I have a lot more time now for my family, for her. I got my screen time down on the phone. I've started reading. I've read 4 books, and I could have read more. I read them within two days. I could read more if I wanted to. I need to put my head down. I started a new job. I got a promotion. Things are looking up for me now. Work has finally begun or begun, whatever it is, on my house. So I have a lot of positive things to look forward to. Obviously, money is a huge struggle at the moment, thanks to my own doing. So, I have no washer at the moment. It's all going back into savings. I'm trying to build back up what I took on us. But that's just the price I have to pay, and thank God that's the only price I have to pay, and I didn't get a chance to do more damage than I already done. But yeah, I know this is a very heavy video straight off the bat, but that's where I have been. That's what I've been up to. This is my introduction back into getting videos posted. Thanks a million to all of you who commented on the videos, wondering where I was, seeing what I was up to. And I did read all your lovely comments on my last video. And I do hope to get back to every single one of them. But yeah, this is me hopefully back. And I tell you one thing, I cannot wait for my new gaff to be finished, because waiting to see the setup we get in there. I've been given permission to get my own office, so it's gonna be kitted out for this channel, and hopefully I'm back now to relax you and keep his company. But yeah, I leave the video there. Sorry for the very heavy video, but that's how things are at the moment. I leave it there, folks. Hopefully my next video will have the proper microphone. But yeah, I leave it there, folks. I've said that 4 times now. Look after yourselves, sleep peacefully, and I'll see you in the next video. Good night, God bless. Good